Yes, and hallelujah. Venus in retrograde is finally coming to an end. Can we have a happy dance with that? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what it means when it was in retrograde and what does it mean now that Venus, the planet of love and illusions that are coming out of retrograde. How you can see clearly now, how you can integrate this in your life and of course manifest true miracles. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Alright folks, welcome back. Let's talk about Venus in retrograde. If you're new to the channel, say hi, welcome. And on this channel, we share all the things about how you can step into your truest and highest level of self and in true leadership for the ones who are being called and really stepping up into this new earth consciousness. So if it's just you, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here. So let's talk about Venus in retrograde and how we are coming out of it. Yay! So what this really means is that when Venus was in retrograde, and it's been in retrograde for a while now, and here's how long it's been. What is happening or what's been happening is that the planet of Venus, love, romance, fantasy, illusions, but also, pleasure, that kind of energy, rose-colored glasses, stuff like that. It was really doing this weird funky dance, meaning that a lot of things should be moving forward, but it seems like it's moving backwards. Things should be flowing in your life, but it feels like there's a stagnation somewhere and a couple of cracks. So what this really means is that in the areas of love and romance, in relationship connections, you can feeling some shakiness. Okay, so a lot of people can be having divorces, breakups, challenges, misunderstanding. Do I want this? Do I want to move forward with this person? Do I want to not? So a lot of these questions can be coming up and coming through. Let me know if you have experienced anything like that. For me, in my personal life, I actually experienced very difficult times in my personal relationship and my personal connection, and a lot of things were just a little bit wobbly. Okay, so second thing here that I want you to note is that this Venus, when it's in that positive, like it's going like yay, right? It's bringing love and pleasure and all the amazing, beautiful things. But when it's going into retrograde, it can bring up a lot of challenges. Maybe we're not looking at the situation clearly. We're not seeing things clearly. We're not being able to discern, you know what I mean? Like you can be looking at a person and then you're like, is he the one? Is she the one? I can't tell. Like you're just not being able to discern 100% because this is like weird moving energies. And whenever we're talking about the retrograde energy, we talk about a lot of stuff from the past coming to the present for you to reflect. Okay, retrograde, the word here is to reflect regarding the past. So the past patterns of how you date, how your relationship is, if there's any patterns and cycles with men, women, the people that you used to date, all of that can be coming here, blowing up at your face, okay? And I'm saying it not in a mean way, in a very honest way, because that happened to me. A lot of my past patterns of how I was dealing with relationship and all of that was coming up, and it was so interesting because then when you look at the past, and this is what I always say, when you look at the past, connecting the dots, you will see the freaking line. You see the dots, you connect the dots when you look backwards. So when you're looking backward, you're gonna say, oh my gosh, I'm attracting a certain kind of cycle. I used to do the same kind of cycle. So whether you're the first one to run away when times get hard, or there's a cycle of like infidelity, cheating, or there's a cycle of something. This is something for you to be aware of, okay? And this is something that at this point in time, are you ready to break it? Because when Venus is going retrograde, all of these crappy crap is going to be very clear, and even maybe some things are kind of falling apart. But the thing here is that it's not to look at what is happening and what has happened in a detrimental way, but rather understanding it from a healing point of view. What is it that you need to heal? What is it that you need to freaking let go of? What is it that you need to reclaim like your power, right? Your authority, your discernment. And what is it that you need to declare? Like, for example, I declare, I command. Okay, this is using your authority, your power in the light. Okay, this is what we talk about in Light Warriors. For those of you who want to know more about how to train to be a leader of the light, the warrior of the light, link is going to be down below. It's our 30-day freaking amazing training. So understanding that when you are in the light, you have certain authority. When you are walking with God, you have certain authority of really saying, this doesn't get to be in my life. Love gets to be in my life. No weird stuff, weird pattern. This gets to end now. I break up the cycle. I break up the cycle. I break up the cycle. So this is a time where you want to notice any cycle that's been happening, but you haven't verbally, or you write it down, that you want to break it. Are you ready to break it? Are you ready to break this pattern of whether it's being in scarcity, whether it's being in desperation, whether it's been in insecurity, whether it's being blinded by love, whatever it might be? You need to end it, okay? Ending it requires you knowing that you can, that you choose to, that you decide to. And this is what we keep on talking about when we're in, my coaching and mentoring spaces. We talk about really leaning back into your authority, leaning back into who you truly are, which is a child of the divine, a child of God. And when you're in this light, when you're walking this path, it's important for you to know that no crappy crap gets to happen without you agreeing to it. So what is it that you've been agreeing consciously and unconsciously, that you're just letting it happen? Maybe you're passively just watching your life going left side, that you just think that you didn't have power over it. But what if now you do? What gets to change? Okay, some of the things I want you to think about. What you're gonna experience is that you're gonna see things clearly now. All of a sudden, the veil, okay, has been lifted. So it seems like you're in this freaking long period. And guys, it feels so long. Let me know how you're feeling. For me, it feels like an eternity. So when it's actually coming to an end, you are going to be feeling a sign of relief. You're going to see clearly now a whole new world, a whole new way is going to open its door to you. What you're going to be experiencing is a new way of looking at love, a new way of looking at finances, a new way of looking at money, a new way of looking at career, a new way of looking for creative things, okay, whatever it is that you do, business, right? So really tune into the areas that is calling you to look at right now. And most of the time it's several areas, okay? And especially for the people who are in my secret miracle club, okay, you guys are going to be getting some juicy trainings in there when it comes to really that renewal, okay? You're going to be getting a new renewal in energy of being the one that that you came here to make the unrealistic happen, but also on your terms, okay? What this means is that when you're out of the Venus retrograde, you are going to see that there's a huge shift in the way that you're going to approach something. You're going to have more confidence, you're going to have more clarity, and also you're going to be able to hold yourself in a better way. Instead of being wobbly and just letting, the wind blow you wherever wherever it wants to blow you, you get to actually say, I want to go here. You get to make decision like a boss, okay? And only if you're able to integrate the blessings and the learnings and the acceptance of what has happened is for your highest good. When you're out of the Venus retrograde, you're going to see a lot clearer now, okay? In the areas of anything that feel like it's an illusion putting over you, and there are things that maybe you haven't come to terms with, you haven't accepted. So the question I want you to ask yourself is that, what is it that I haven't accepted about the patterns and cycles of my life regarding love, money, pleasure? What are the areas that I'm ready to see clearly on? Okay, I want you to journal on this, comment it down below. Of course, let me know if you want to connect with me on Instagram, Tina Wong 000. I go live there. I post stories every day. I post more juicy stuff. So if you want to be connected, if you want to get, into my world, Instagram is where it's at. Go and follow me there, and I'd love to get to know you. Go say hi. So the energy is for you to identify what is clearly that you're ready to accept, because with this kind of power, with this kind of like, I'm ready to see now, I'm ready to see the light, I'm ready to see the truth, I'm ready to have discernment in my life, I'm ready. When you're in this energy, what happens is that your world gets to shift. You're clearly looking at your own crap, and sometimes it's not easy to look at. The way that you treated people, the way you treated yourself, the way you go about life, it's not easy to look at. But it's necessary for you to become a better wife, a better husband, a better partner, a better girlfriend, a better boyfriend, a better mom, a better dad, a better, whatever, insert leader of this world. Whatever it is for you, it requires you to be honest with yourself. I would love to hear what was coming through for you. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. It means so much, and it also helps spread it out to the people who need to hear this message. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.